Welcome back by unpopular demand. We are here to do this once again. We are here to do the ranking of the mobile suit waifus. I am sorry, the last video came out in, what was it? Curse you YouTube in your stats. Curse you YouTube. The last video came out a long while ago, and I know I've kept y'all hanging. I kept y'all wondering, Cheyenne, when you gonna come back and make the second part? Oh, wait. I released the first part on December the 15th. Well, Christ. Well, it's only been like a couple days. But hey, we're back at it again. Here we go. Back ranking the mobile suit Gundam waifus. I don't know. I forgot if I ranked Fumita for some reason when I came back to the page, everything reset and I had to redo half of it. So I don't know. I don't remember if I ranked Fumita or not, which we'll fix that later. Don't worry. We'll fix it later. I don't even remember if I ranked Fumita. Maybe I ranked Fumita. I don't remember ranking Fumita. So I don't remember ranking Fumita. So since I don't remember doing that, and if I did, I'm sorry. And if I don't remember, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna re-rank Fumita. Fumita, go back to B. Here, Fumita. No, well, you know what? You can stay there, Fumita, so I figure out where I put you. But here we go. Starting back up with characters that I didn't rank. So we'll be ranking almost every character here, except the little sister characters in this girl. Because no, we're not ranking them or her. She will be ranked now because I've watched 2.5 episodes of Wing, so I can't really rank her character. I'm terrible. This is gonna be fun. All right, we're back. Let's get into it so I don't waste your time. Because I know this video should have been like 7 decades ago, but let's get into this. First character, we're gonna rank Emma Sheen, dude. Who's Emma Sheen? Lieutenant Emma was one of the members of the Titans task force. She was part of the Titans. You know, she later defects after the Titans, pull some shifty business with Camille's mom. Kind of taking his mom, which if you don't know who Camille's the main protagonist of Gundam Zeta. Because, there's some people who haven't seen UC yet, so I'm going to be giving y'all as much context as possible in a short period of time. After that whole attempt at after Camille's mom was killed, Emma was like, hey, I didn't know about this, these Titans aren't really the best people to be hanging around with. So she later defects to the UC, to the AU, to the Anti-Earth Union, and she becomes a very key player in the Grips conflict. She's a pretty good Gundam pilot. She's very dependable, and the community absolutely loves her, and I understand why the community loves Emma. I personally think Emma is freaking great. It is unfortunate at the end of Zeta, she gets an unfortunate fate, and that's it. There are some people who say that Emma is a terrible character, and to those people, get off of the Gundam community. To those people who say that she's a terrible character, which, I mean, stop saying that. Stop bringing. Also, I want to say one thing. People, stop bringing your modern sensibilities to a show that was made in 1980, 85. Like, come on, use your brain, buddies. But in that case, Emma gets an instant A tier. Come on, just give her the C tier. She's not bad, not terrible, but not bad or terrible. Which, by the way, here we go, guys. Once again, going through the rankings, so trash is the worst tier. C is okay. B is pretty good. A is really good. And S is like, oh my god, they're the best. They're the best. At least in my opinion. Again, this is all based on my opinion. Again, I just want to make it clear, my opinion. So next, that's her name, which I forgot her name here. Editing. Thanks editing, Shine. Thanks, Shine of the future. All right, best girl, Fa Yuri. Freaking S tier. Fight me. Why? Because Fa Yuri is dependable. Because Fa Yuri took care of Camille, helped to make Camille. Because Fa Yuri is out here doing the most, staying by our boy Camille's side when he lost his mind after the end of Zeta. That's why. Fa Yuri. Now, some people don't like Fa because they think she's annoying and she's naggy, but her annoying nagginess is a good trait. That's a good trait. See, people think, if a character nags at you, that's a bad character. They're just a bad character. They're just annoying. But if you look at it from Fa's point of view, Fa is doing a good job. Fa is good. She pilots one of my third favorite mobile suits from Zeta, the Methus. She starts out a little. People say she starts a little annoying and whiny. She starts off a little she starts off a little abrasive at times. She starts off a little abrasive, but over time and over the period of Zeta, her character grows a bit. She becomes a little more mature over time. Till we get to the final segment of Zeta, where everyone's out here dropping like flies. And when I was watching this show, I was like, please don't kill Fall. Please don't kill Fall. Tomino, I know you're depressed, but please don't kill Fall. Because if you don't know, when Kazuyuki Tomino, the creator of Gundam, created Zeta, he went to depression a couple of times. And because of that depression, a lot of characters end up dying. And I remember before watching Zeta, I heard that, and I was like, and I remember seeing Fall, which I played her in Super Overlords, and I was like, Tomino, please don't kill Fall. Please don't kill Fall. Please don't kill Fall. Luckily, Fall did not die, and she lived happy ever after. So Fall gets that S tier. Next character. 4. Unfortunately, another Zeta character who did not get a perfect ending. 4. 4. What can we say about 4? Ah, God. What can I say? Oh, wait, one more thing about Fall. There's this one scene in this Gundam Zeta New Translation that I freaking love, and it's the best scene. So it's from the second New Translation movie. So if you haven't seen Gundam Zeta, a New Translation, the second film, watch it. There's a scene between her and Camille, and I love that scene. It's freaking hilarious. Next, 4. What can I say about 4? Well, 4 is Camille. 4 was introduced. She works for the Titans. She was Camille's first love interest. She is a little unstable because she wants to find her missing memories because apparently because she came from the Flanagan Institute, I think, and she wanted to get her memories back, but they didn't have her memories, obviously, because the Titans are a bunch of liars. And she ended up piloting. She kind of is unstable a bit because she pilots. She's a cyber new type, which hey, spoilers. Remember what I said about freaking her. Cyber new types kind of have a bad time in Gundam. Most cyber new types end up dying. Like, if you're a cyber new type, you're gonna die. You're probably gonna die. Which, unfortunately, this one did end up with an unfortunate fate, dying not once but twice. Which technically you can say the first death was a fake out. Which in the new translation they fixed that kind of. They kind of fixed it in the new translation, but in the original it was so ambiguous that you don't understand. But in new translation, the second film, they did fix it. So, make it less ambiguous, but in the end, she still dies the same way as an old Zeta, so that's that. But 4, the community likes 4. 4, she didn't really leave that much of an impression on. I don't hate her as a character; she's just kind of there. So 4, sorry, I'm probably offending someone's seat. By the way, adjustments, Alibi. I was so rude to Alibi. Alibi goes to B tier. I recognize the error of my ways. About Alibi goes back to B tier. Also, another thing, people are going to hate me for this, but I'm going to move Flay to D. Why am I moving Flay to D? I'm going to justify this right now, because when I first made the first tier list, which was a couple months ago, before I uploaded it, I didn't finish Seed. Now that I finished Seed, Flay didn't deserve a lot of things she got at the end of freaking Gundam Seed. Flay did not deserve that death, the fake out death that she got, and then actually dying. Like, that was just like, oh, that was terrible. I was like, oof. And Kira didn't deserve that, and I'm just like, God dang, Seed, that was uncalled for, buds. So that's that. Also, she's not that bad of a character. She's kind of, in a sense, she is kind of manipulative, but there are people on this list who are more manipulative than her. So she's not a trash character. She's just. Also, the same thing applies to Quest. I won't put Quest in D either, because after watching a video by RiseZeta, which if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description. After watching that video, it made me change my view on Quest, so I no longer think she's trash. Like, Quest's role is to be an ignorant person. That is her character. That's not being a bad character. Being a bad character is, hey, I'm switching sides because reasons, which Rekka was, you already know where I'm putting Rekka. You know where you're going. Rekka, when we get to you, you know where you're going. We know where I'm putting Rekka. Christ. But that's that. Like, besides, their character's worse than these two. Rekka is on this list. Where are you, Rekka? Which, since I'm already talking about Rekka, trash. Why? Because Rekka as a character, Rekka. What can I say? She was a former crew of the Argama. She ends up switching to the Titans. for some reason, which I still don't understand. I don't know. So the anime tried to say, well, Shirako treats her like a woman. I think that was the reason. Which, if that actually was, I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm misremembering. But if that was the actual reason, then Reko, you belong in trash. That, I don't know. Maybe I should change trash to petty tier, which I won't do that. But hey, next. Also, you know what? I might actually put Garma's girlfriend in there too. Sorry, Garma's girlfriend goes there too. Why? Because it's kind of like a one-off character that is Garma's girlfriend. That's it. So hey, Garma's girlfriend, trash. Next. Next character. Ooh, I'm pretty sure. Didn't I rank Kudelia? Didn't I rank Kudelia? Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I ranked Kudelia, which I don't know where I put Kudelia. I don't know if I see, because it's been so. I don't know. Did I rank? Let me see. Did I rank Kudelia? No, I did not rank Kudelia. Well, Kudelia here. Kudelia Anna Bernstein from Iron Blood Orphan. Where can I put Kudelia? Let's see. What can I say about Kudelia? Well, she wanted to help the Martians on Iron Blood. She wanted to help the main members of Tekkadan get independence because she thought it was horrible that hey, these young ones are out here fighting against are on Mars and they're basically suffering in abject poverty or worse than abject poverty. And her family did not support her doing that because the rich aristocrats do not help the civilians, which is the running theme in Gundam. And she did fight. She did fight not in a boom 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 fighting in a mobile suit, but she fought in the political ring a bit to help the people in Tekkadan. In the end, she did achieve her goal, but at the cost of literally everyone else dying. But after looking at some interviews with the creator of Gundam, or the creators of Gundam Iron Blood Orphan, everyone was going to look here. There's actually an interview, if you don't know about this, there's an interview where the creator of Iron Blood Orphan straight up said that he wanted every character in IBO to die. So if it wasn't for the staff working on IBO, the creator of IBO would have got his way and everyone would have died. So if he would have got his way, Kudelia would have died and be dead. So that's a little scary. But as a character, I like Kudelia. I'm gonna put her in A tier because I like Kudelia. She was one of my favorite parts of IBO. She wasn't as annoying, and Fumita, her assistant. Oh my god, F in the chat for Miss not Fumita for Fumitan. God, put some respect on her name. Next, Haman, you get the B tier. She gets the C tier. So for Albo, next. Karen ate the mess, dude. Karen ate the mess. Instant B tier. Next, Christ. Ooh, Miss Clyne. Let's take your seat, Miss Clyne. We are here to talk about Lacus Clyne. Where am I gonna put Miss Clyne? Let me see, how much time are we recording? Oh, we've already been 20 minutes in. Well, we're gonna finish this up soon, so don't worry, guys. I won't do anything wrong. Lacus Clyne. What can I say about Miss Clyne? Lacus Clyne is, when she's first introduced in Seed, I thought she was a bit of an airhead. I thought she was gonna be annoying. I thought she wouldn't contribute anything to the plot. Boy, I was wrong. Miss Lacus Clyne. People told me I was wrong about you, Miss Clyne, and I am happy to say that I am wrong. I was wrong, Miss Clyne, because Lacus Clyne is instant S tier. Fight me. I know. Go ahead, give me the Seed hate. You hate Seed. You all hate Seed. I know. I'm committing blasphemy, but Lacus is great. I'm sorry. I take back what I said. Lacus is great. Go ahead, hit me with the blasphemy. Say my opinion is trash. I know. Lacus is great. She did more because I was expecting her to be an annoying airhead who doesn't do anything. I was wrong. Lacus and her father out here setting up a whole freaking organization that freaking went up against Zaft. Which, honestly, going up against Zaft isn't that big of a deal, but Zaft did some crazy stuff. And look here, people talk down about Seed, but there's some moments in Seed where you're just like, whoa, the Earth Alliance and freaking Zaft are both insane nutcases. Like, literally, this girl was on the run from Zaft because they were out here trying to kill her. Now, I can't talk about her in Seed yet, in Seed Destiny, because I haven't seen Seed Destiny, but in Seed, Lacus was coming in clutch. Like, she came in clutch a couple of times. First giving Kira the, I think it's the Freedom Gundam, and then giving And then coming in at the last second with this new battleship, on top of that, she can enter seed mode. Not many characters in Seed can enter seed mode. And on top of that, in that new Super War, and that new Gundam game, you can have her pilot a mobile suit, and it's the most craziest thing ever, and I think it's cool. So Lacus, take that S tier. Sorry, I know my opinion is trash, but don't worry, I'll make it up later. Lala Soon. Well, let me see. As a character, Lala is kind of flat. She's kind of a flat character, and I don't mean well endowed or anything like that. I don't mean when I say flat, I don't mean top heaviness flat. I mean she's flat as in she doesn't really have much of a character until the later compilation films and then to Origin, which I haven't seen the compilation films, but I've seen Origins, which her introducing in Gundam is she just kind of appears at the last second. She's a new type like Amuro. Amuro and her instantly have a connection, and then they end up becoming enemies, and then she dies. I'm not gonna say how she dies because that's a spoiler. And then Char, and Char liked her too. Char was like, hey, Char and her have this connection. And because Amuro accidentally killed her, this started this whole 1 year fight between Amuro and Char and this rival, which kind of died down in Zeta, but then really heated up in counterattack to the point where Amuro and Char both died. But hey, that's neither here nor there. But as a character, Lala's just kind of there because she kind of was introduced at the last second. Now in Origin, it was expanded upon that this one Indian mafia dude had her, and they used her new type abilities to win gambles. They basically used her as a fortune teller to win gambles or bets or stuff like that. And she was later rescued by Char after a dude with the ability to freaking slice a dude's head off with a freaking spinning knife, which literally no joke. Literally happens in Gundam the Origin. You gotta watch Gundam the Origin. That real talk happens. It's crazy. Origin is crazy. That real talk happens, and then Char stops the other guy by using his early new type of. One thing about Origin is it retcons everything in a sense. It kind of retcons some stuff. It's like, oh look, well Char could do new type abilities in the early days, and Amuro could do new type abilities too, guys. It's like, no, stop. It's like no, stop Origins. But so you're here, there. So Lala, get the B tier. That's our girl. Lala, get the B tier. You know what? Why are you on this list? I'm giving you D trash for that. Because why are you even here? I shouldn't even be ranking you. Why are you here? Because she really didn't do anything notable other than try to train Jared, and then she died. I don't remember her doing really anything. Because even in freaking New Translation, I rewatched it. She just died instantly. In the show, it was a little more dragged out, but in the movie, she just died. So I don't remember her. Really, Kiki doesn't really do much, so there's not really much I can really give her right now. So, hey, Kiki. C tier. God. Let's see who's next. Wait. Ooh, Queen Backstab. I'll put you in C tier. Sarah, the queen of backstabbing and planting devices on colonies. Sarah. Well, what can I say? She's a Titan. She likes Papnimus Shirako. She manipulated Kots. She died because she tried to protect Papnimus Shirako after Camille was trying to take Papnimus Shirako out. And even in the last final second of trying to take out Papnimus Shirako, she tried to block everyone, all the new type spirit ghosts, from trying to hit Papnimus Shirako, which kind of got on everybody's nerves. And I was like, Sarah, really? Even in death, you still trying to cling to Shirako? Christ. That's really her story. That's it. Next. Miss Mineva Zabi. We'll give Mineva Zabi the B tier because if I put Mineva any lower, I will get crucified. And no, by the way, if you're wondering, are we still going over the fan art appeal? No, I threw that away again. That was a joke. That was actually a joke. But some of the characters on here actually do have fan art, but not Mineva though. Mineva Zabi. Well, she is the freaking daughter. She's like the last living Zabi at the moment. At the moment of the current UC timeline, which we're going to Hathaway Flash soon, she is the last remaining Zabi because all the other Zabis are dead. No, all the Zabis are dead. There's no living Zabi besides her. Every other Zabi is dead except her. She's the last remaining Zabi. Her dad actually, which was surprising, which I didn't know Mineva Zabi's dad was that freaking big buff dude from UC. I didn't know that this guy was her dad. I'm crazy. I was like, whoa. Again, if you want to get a full insight on Minerva's, on how she was born, you need to watch Gundam the Origin. Just watch Gundam the Origin. Okay? Just watch Origin. And if you want to get more of a character, watch Unicorn. For that, till then, for everyone who's seen the show, there you go. You know why she's here. B tier. Next. Also, to me, when I watched Unicorn for the first time, Unicorn to me kind of felt like a Rekka 7, which I really love a Rekka 7, which is why I like Unicorn. I think I like Unicorn more than a Rekka 7. Is that a blasphemous thing I can say? Am I allowed to say that? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Next. Another Zabi. I forgot her name. Cassilia Zabi. Cassilia Zabi. That's her name. Cassilia Zabi. I'll give her the C tier. Why? Because she helped take over the Daegwon estate after Daegwon Zabi was murdered. Not Daegwon. Freaking Daikun. The Daikun estate after Daikun was assassinated, and then she tried to manipulate Char and be like, I'm bigger than you. You gotta do this. And Char was like, Char was not shooken by this lady at all. She was like, oh, what's wrong with this child's eyes? What's wrong with Char or Daikun or Casball? Then she just kind of does a lot of stuff in the background. She does a lot of manipulating and doing little stuff in the background. Freaking engineering some wars, causing some war stuff to start up. She actually ends up assassinating one of her brothers because one of her brothers slapped her in the face, which that did happen. She did do that. It was crazy. She did do that, and that was crazy. Other than that, wow, we're 30 minutes in. Other than that, nothing else. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. But she crazy. But then later she gets her comeuppance at the end of Classic and the compilation film. So she gets her comeuppance. Let's just say a certain someone gives her what she deserves at the end. That's for darn sure. So give that C tier. Next character. Alright, we don't have very many characters left to go through. We're just going to get the Mirai. Mirai goes to C. Again, there are not that many characters that are bad in my opinion. Mirai is C. Miss Rosamia bottom, which honestly you probably should be on the bottom. Next character, I hate her. You know what? Trash. She's in trash now. Why? Freaking her character in freaking Stardust Memory. She is the only thing in Stardust Memory. Besides her, she's the other thing in Stardust Memory I cannot stand. Freaking at first, she's like freaking stuck up, and then she's like, ugh, don't touch my Gundam. And then later she's like, oh, Instant Iraqi, we're developing a relationship. Look at our relationship. And then over time, you're like, okay, maybe things are going to get a little better. No, it gets worse. Because then you find out that, hey, she freaking loves Gato and freaking betrayed Ko for freaking Gato. And then tries to escape. And then jumps on the Zeon ship. And then she escapes the Zeon ship. And then goes back to Earth. And then we have this freaking scene where her and Ko and Rocky freaking re-meet up. And it's like, supposed to be like, oh, look, guys, they got back together. It's like, no, it's trash. Trash. That's where you belong. I'm freaking not taking this back. That's where she belongs. Next. God. Char's love interest. I'm putting her in D. I'm not fixing that. She goes to D. I'm not fixing that. She goes to D. Her thing was, honestly, I don't know what her thing is. All I know is she likes Char. She's his assistant. That's all I remember from her. I don't know what her deal was. I don't know who she is. I don't know where she came from. She may have came from Zeon. I don't know nothing about her. That's it. That's all I know. I'm sorry. D. Because I can't remember what her point was. Oh, look, I put you with Quest. Oh, look, I did something offensive to the character because she doesn't like Quest, so I put her next to Quest. Look at that. I'm being offensive today. Just quickly. Sayori's mom. Sayori's mom gets the instant B tier, and it is because she has those. No, I'm joking. I was going to make a joke. Sayori's mom gets the B tier because she's Sayori's mom. Enough said. I'm not going to give you a reason for that one. Next. Here we are. The final characters. We're almost done, guys. We all get to go home. Rain. Domon's wife. I know I'm not putting her in trash. Don't worry. I'm not putting her in Rain trash. Rain be cut in clutch. Rain is Domokashu's mechanic. She goes to B tier. She's Domokashu's mechanic. She basically has been there for him ever since they went to Earth to take place in the Gundam tournament to, do stuff. She basically had Domon's best interest at heart. People think Rain is annoying and whiny, which she's not. But again, Rain has the same problem that Fall has. People think she's annoying, but she's not. God dang it, you idiots. She's not. She basically, I mean, let's be honest. Rain is a cat. Like Domo is lucky. Domo is lucky to have Rain. That's all I'm gonna leave that at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. He's lucky to have Rain. He would be lost in some instances. He would be lost without Rain. So if you can't put some respect on Rain, then you can't put some respect on Domo. So that's that. All right, next character, Miss Ruruka. Ruruka. You already know where Ruruka is going. Let's not kid ourselves. I'm a Zeta stan. I'm a Zeta double Zeta stan. Where am I gonna put Ruruka? She's going to S tier. Why? Because she's the best girl. Why? Because she piloted the Zeta. Literally, I'm gonna give her S tier because she's piloted the Zeta. She's a spunky girl. She ain't got no chill. She will literally say under her breath what she thinks about you, and it's hilarious. And she ended up taking out that fool Grimmy Toto, which I cannot stand Grimmy. I like Grimmy as a character, but I can't stand Grimmy. I like Grimmy. See, I have a thing. It's like Grimmy Toto is annoying, but he got stuff done in the second act. So, Miss Ruruka, you get the S, and thank you for piloting the Zeta. So next. Now I'm gonna put both PALs or Pures together. LP Pure, and no, this is not based on really anything. LP Pure gets the B tier. I will put all the PALs together, B tier, and I will go through them really quickly because we do not have the time. Haha, we don't have the time. Beyond the time. I will put all the Pures together. Look here, Pure, LP Pure. What can I say about LP Pure? When LP Pure is first introduced, she is introduced as this little character. This character, this spunky little character who runs around saying Oni-chan to freaking Judo Asta, and her antics are hilarious. But over the course of the series, she ends up, being she's actually a proper new type. She's not a cyber. The thing about her, about LP Pure, the thing about her is she's a proper new type. She ends up, being controlled by Grimmy Toto, which is why I hate Grimmy Toto, because of LP Pure, because of what he does later, because of what he did later. She ends up being controlled by them, but then she ends up fighting Judo. She's fighting her Q-Blade, and he's fighting in the is it the Zeta or the double Zeta? He's fighting in the Zeta. He's flying in the Zeta, and LP Pure ends up, she's falling to Earth, and Judo is trying to save her, and at that moment she's like, help me, Judo, I don't want to die. And she realizes she doesn't want to die, and she's like, you gotta close your wings. And when they land on Earth, LP Pure switches to the well, I don't know, they call the AU at this point, the Gundam team at this point, and she ends up joining them, and she ends up fighting on them. But later on, she gets jealous because the Judo sister, and a whole thing happens where Judo's sister, which, by the way, if you don't know who Judo's sister is, it's the girl I went and ranked her. This is Lena, I'm not ranking her. She ends up having a accident, which I won't reveal what happens after that. Stuff happens, she disappears. Then LP Pure tries her best to be Judo Asta's replacement sister. Judo ain't having none of this. And then when Haman Khan decides, hey, I'm gonna drop a colony on Earth just to show the Earthlings what's up, she ends up in a battle against a mysterious foe, and then she ends up trying to save Judo from this mysterious foe and ends up dying. Which, by the way, spoiler alerts, the mysterious foe was LP Pure's clone. I'm not kidding. LP Pure died. The original died to the clone because the clone killed her in some weird new type blaze of glory, and it was really sad. And I was like, oh my god, LP Pure, why'd you do this to me, Zeta Gundam, double Zeta Gundam? LP Pure, her story, she's a clone of LP Pure. She freaking dies trying to, again, switching to the side of good. After a bunch of things that happen to her, she ends up switching to the side of good and ends up saving her. Now, and she ends up switching to the Gundam team because Judo ends up reaching out to her and tries to save her, which he does succeed, but unfortunately it comes at the cost of her dying later, which is unfortunate, which is sad because it was sad because she died, and it's sad that she died. Now here's the third sadness: the freaking 12th clone of Pure, which, if you didn't know, there was a bunch of Pure clones running around. She ends up dying, which, I mean, she doesn't die now. Like, she lives on until she gets sold into, which, after the freaking fall of Zeon, of, not Neo Zeon, of the first Neo Zeon war, you still have these LP Pures running around. There's still one LP Pure that's still left, which is called Pure 12, which is her. She ends up being taken in by some unscrupulous people, which, if you read the Gundam Wiki, she has some things done to her, which things I can't say on YouTube, which are ends with things. It starts with a R, and it ends with another thing. It starts with a R multiple times to the point where they remove certain vital organs for her to produce offspring, and other things that happen that I can't say on YouTube because it's pretty crazy what happens to Miss Marita Cruz. Until she's later found by this guy called Zimmerman, who is who's part of the Neo Zeon. Now this is after this is a couple years after a counterattack, and she ends up being taken in by Zimmerman, and he treats her like a daughter. And these two have a great close father-daughter bond for a long while until the end, until we get to later parts of Unicorn, and then she ends up dying in a very sad way. She was a kind of an important mentor to. She's kind of like someone who guided Benager halfway through the series, and she ends up dying. But when she dies, she's not mad, but it's still very sad for Zinneman and everyone involved in Benager, and everyone's kind of sad when she dies, and it's kind of sad. It's really sad. So because of all that I just explained, she gets the B tier. So the Suffering Trio. Here's the Suffering Trio, guys. The B tier. They're all suffering. Here's the lady from Stardust Memory, which, in my opinion, she's better than her by all regards. So because of that, you go up 2 tiers. You get to go to C tier. Why? She basically is out here. She doesn't really do very much for most of this series, but she's better than her. That's it. I forgot her name. Sorry, I forgot your name. I can't remember everyone's name, okay? To be like that. All right, we're down to the final 6. The final 6, and then we're going to... Oh, this is going to be 50 minutes. This is not going to be 50 minutes. I swear to God, it's not going to be 50 minutes. We're going to get this done before 15 minutes. If I got to cut out some of these useless ones, I'll cut out some of the useless ones. Everyone, if it's useless, it gets cut out. So I put you there, put half the characters here. If it's useless, getting cut out. Next. Now we're down to the final 6. This girl, her deal is, which I haven't finished Sea Destiny, but I know from what I read, she basically is a pop star who's been brainwashed to fight for the Earth Alliance, and it's freaking insane how deadly she is and how much, actually seeing her in action is crazy. So at first I just thought she was another version of Kudalia, but no, her story is she's a pop star who was brainwashed into being a soldier, and she's out here literally running up on dudes, getting them, gutting them like they're fishes. And it was crazy when I first saw it, in the second episode of Seed. You're just like, what is your deal? Shut up. It's like, what is your deal? But that's it. She gets to be here. Sayla. What can I say about Sayla? We already know where we're putting Sayla. Come on. S tier. Come on. Sayla goes to be A tier. Sayla's A tier. Why? Sayla is she is technically the first Gundam pilot. She is the sister of Char Aznable, aka Caswell Daikon. She is later depending on the continuity, in the original show she pilots the G Defensor. In the movie she pilots the Core Booster, I think, I don't know, I haven't seen the movies. And she basically just disappears at the end of after the end of original Gundam. She disappears. She shows up at least one time in Gundam Zeta New Translation, and she shows up one more time actually saving someone, which is an important plot point for her at the end of Double Zeta, and she ends up saving someone, which is kind of important at the end of Double Zeta, and that's it. Final 4. We're down to the final 4. Miss Nana Trinity. Nana Trinity. Miss Trinity. Where would I put Miss Nana Trinity? Now, everyone's MO about her is she's insane, but she's not as insane as everybody else on this list. Let's be honest. There are more crazier people on this list than her. Miss Nana Trinity. Now, Nana Trinity, her story is basically this. She was engineered by the innovators to make her hostile, dangerous. She's been born from the ground up to be insane. And her MO was the worst thing that people say she did was taking out that party with all those people. That's the worst thing Nana Trinity ever did. Which people swear up and down that that's the worst. It was that bad. But at the same time, no one actually cares. I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's not because I'm biased towards Nana Trinity. It's not because I'm biased. I'm not biased towards Nana Trinity. Again, I understand Nana Trinity. It's just the worst thing she ever did. They built up the Trinities to the Trinities are psychopaths. But it's the worst thing the Trinities ever did was, 1, taking out the military base, which I would argue that's not really that bad, and 2, Nana taking out the party because she was jealous of Louise Hallaby. That's it. Which Louise Hallaby is a terrible character. I'm just gonna put that out there. Louise is terrible. I don't care. Louise is the bad character. So because of that, and because Louise Hallaby's on this list, if she was, I put her in F because I put her in D because I hate Louise Hallaby. So because of that, she's not an A tier, but she's not an S tier, but I'll put her in A tier. I know I'm wrong for that. I know I'm wrong. Everyone's like, what? How come she's an A tier? Put her in B tier. No, it's my list. I'll put her in B tier. Keep her A tier. Come on, it's my list. I'll do what I want. I really like. Nah, I'm joking. I'll put her in B tier. She's in B tier. There you go, guys. All right, Nana Trinity B. Now, Miss Luna Hakuin. Miss Hakuin. Where am I going to put Miss Hakuin? Luna Hakuin. She's a ZAF pilot of the second ZAF, which I haven't finished. I'm still currently watching Gundam freaking Sea Destiny. So I can't really rank her as a character. I mean, I can because I played her mostly in Super War. So I have this game called Super War Cross Omega, and she's one of my units that I use all the time, and I like using her. And because of that, I'm just gonna put her where she belongs. And I watch her in the show, she's from the couple episodes I watched, I thought she was hilarious, and I think she's funny. So I'm gonna put her at S. Sorry. So she's an S tier. Again, the last character is Miss Haman freaking Khan. Look here, if you don't know the legend of Haman Khan, then you ain't Gundam. You need to sit down, watch Gundam. I recommend that you need to stop whatever you're doing, freaking binge Gundam. Because if you don't know the legend of Miss Haman Khan and a bunch of other things, she is the legendary Haman Khan, dude. She is one of the best villainists in Gundam, period. Full stop. Full stop. If you say no, then no. Full stop. And like in freaking Zeta, she came in clutch. She was controlling Axis. She pulls in clutch out here having a three-way fight between her. Well, it was a two-way fight. It was like freaking her and Shiraka versus Char, but it was still a cool fight nonetheless. She's out here pulling up. She like Haman on the battlefield with her Cubile. She was a force to be reckoned with, and she always will be. Now people would say at the end of the second series, at the end of Zeta, it's like, oh, and ZZ, it's like, oh, that was a waste of her character. No, after you read her prequel where she pops up in Char's Deleted Affairs, it will give you a little bit more insight on her as a character. Because at first I didn't know everything about her, but then once you look into Deleted Affairs, even if you don't want to read it, there is a video, which I'll leave that video in the description as well, another video, which will go over her character, which is made by another guy, which you should watch, which is a good video. So because of that, and because I already like Haman as it is, she gets the honor of the S tier as well. Don't question my S tier. If you do, I'll end all of you. Last but not simply not least, this lady from Uther, but I can't rank you because I want to. But that's it. So here we go, guys. Here's the Gundam tier list. I don't know her name yet, but I'm watching Victory, and once I remember her name, that's it. All right. Well, that's the tier list, guys. As you can see, here it is. It's the tier list, everybody. If you like the video, don't forget. Wait a minute. Sorry. One thing before we end this. Kudelia, first of all, Chris and Kudelia, you guys get the upper tier. Not you. Those two. There you go. Now the tier list is over. Now I can say that we're done. I think we're done here.